6 most frustrating missions in the Grand Theft Auto franchise. Before we start, I would want you to hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to GTA Swamper. 6. Did somebody say yoga? Grand Theft Auto 5. Did somebody say yoga is one of Michael DeSanta's more unique missions. Amanda, his wife, returns home to find him drinking and smoking. She is disgusted by his questionable habits and insists that he joins her for a yoga session with her instructor. Michael reluctantly agrees, but yoga's promise of relaxation is absent from his next experience. To complete the mission, the player will need to press the correct buttons and adjust the analogs accordingly. If they fail at doing so 3 times, the mission will end, forcing them to re-attempt the arduous activity until it is successfully cleared. 5. Supply Lines, Grand Theft Auto, San Andreas. The Supply Lines mission is perhaps the most tedious mission present in the Grand Theft Auto series, but thankfully, besting it isn't necessary to complete the main story. Zero gives CJ this mission during his stay in San Fierro. Though the premise sounds simple, the process is far from easy. To complete the mission, the player must take control of a heavily armed toy plane to kill 5 couriers working for Berkeley, Zero's arch-nemesis. Upon disposing of each of Berkeley's men, the plane must be flown back to Zero's RC store while under a tight time restraint. 4. Friends Reunited, Grand Theft Auto 5. The Grand Theft Auto series has formed the habit of incorporating a large amount of traveling in its missions, with Friends Reunited being one of the most monotonous. After catching wind of Michael's survival, Trevor packs up and sets off to Los Santos, but the journey is exhausting. Trevor drives a Canis Bodhi. It is a wonderful vehicle for off-road driving but is severely lacking in speed. The slow pace of the journey allows for some hilarious back and forth between Trevor and Ron, but their conversation grows stale quite quickly thanks to the adventure's arduous nature. 3. Contraband, Grand Theft Auto, Liberty City Stories. The contraband mission tasks Tony Cipriani with overseeing the arrival of a drug shipment. Salvatore Leone doesn't want to risk his property being seized and insists that Tony and a group of his men monitor the shipment. They meet several members of the Colombian cartel and begin negotiations, but the police arrive and surround the 2 groups. After the cutscene plays, Tony is placed in the middle of the firing range and must act quickly to ensure his survival. He jumps into the Patriot housing the drugs and takes off. It is an infuriatingly slow car that struggles to outrun the numerous spike strips being laid out in front of it. The cars in Liberty City Stories can only withstand so much little damage, making the journey to the Pay-Yen Spray a deceptively difficult one. 2. Heist Prep, Deluxo's, Grand Theft Auto Online. To gain access to the Doomsday Heist, certain preparations need to be made. 4 Deluxos must be obtained to ensure everything goes smoothly, but acquiring them can become laborious depending on the number of people who help. Not everyone will have people to aid in acquiring these vehicles, making the process of obtaining them quite tiresome. The player will have to venture from their facilities into Los Santos to locate the vehicles they need, but not every quest marker will lead to the car they seek. Once one has been obtained, it must be driven back to a base as quickly as possible. The length of the first journey is forgivable, but doing it 3 more times makes the entire mission feel like a chore. 1. Wrong Side of the Tracks, Grand Theft Auto, San Andreas. The Wrong Side of the Tracks mission has become infamous since its debut in San Andreas. The premise sees Big Smoke asking CJ to assist him in ambushing the Vagos and the San Fierro Rifa at a nearby train station, only for the pair to be ambushed themselves. The Vagos attempt to flee from CJ on the roof of a train, so Big Smoke commands CJ to pursue and stop them. The objective of the mission appears simple at first, but the player will have to rely on Smoke to eliminate the Vagos. His shooting abilities are far from impressive, but if he fails to dispose of these enemies, he will blame CJ and state all you had to do was follow the damn train, further adding insult to CJ's injury. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen, because I'm sure you'll love them.